A few years later, his friend got into a car accident and died? Dude, what? Sage, 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 sage. Bye. Hey guys, it's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel and happy most wonderful time of the year. Yes, that is spooky season. Oh man, this spooky season has not felt that spooky for me. I feel like I'm still coming down from the effects of back-to-back hurricanes. Gotta love that Florida life, but hey, I'm still here. As spooky as that hurricane was, I'm not letting it stop me from celebrating more spookiness. So we're doing that today by me reading your scary stories, because it really doesn't get any spookier than that.
Ooh, just what I've been waiting for.
This is not my first time doing this, by the way. If you want to see more episodes of this series, definitely feel free to do so. But this is my first time actually reading these stories and ranking them. I'm going to introduce you to the rankings real quick. In the green, we have, you'll be okay, boo. This isn't really that scary. You'll survive. Above that is, that's suspicious. And when I say that, I think of like Cardi B, like,
that's suspicious.
That's weird. Then in the middle ground, we have, I'm scared, which I picture exactly like this.
I'm scared.
Then above that is, this is actual nightmare fuel. I would actually be pretty freaking terrified. I am actually pretty terrified. And then above that, this is the worst of the worst. This is literally just bathe in holy water right now. I don't know what to tell you. Now you have an idea what you're getting yourself into. Please feel free to rank along with me, and I apologize in advance if I freak you out. Actually, I don't apologize. You're purposely sitting here watching scary stories, so we're in this together. If I sink, you're sinking with me. All right, grab your snacks, grab your tea, maybe your Halloween candy, and let's get into this. Not my story, but my dad's. One time when he was in high school, his friend and him went to a Halloween party. On the way back home, they passed our local graveyard. By a stoplight, they saw a girl. He said she had blonde hair, a white silky dress, and looked like a ghost. Oh, just a casual lady in white. You know, not like that's a supernatural, literally supernatural reference. His friend was curious, so he got out of the car. Big mistake, you don't say. When he got out, he reached for the girl. When he did, the girl faded away. He ran back into the car and they drove as fast as they could. After my dad dropped him off, he called his parents. Supposedly, his parents said he was bawling his eyes out from the terror and his parents had to drag him out of the car. If I see a ghostly looking woman, my first thought wouldn't be to approach her and try to touch her. But then the other half of me is like, maybe he genuinely thought it was a woman that needed help. So like, good on you for trying to be a good person. But also like, oh, A few years later, his friend got into a car accident and died?
What?
Yeah.
Man, hell no.
Ever since my dad never drove past the graveyard on Halloween, oh no, that's weird. Ever since then, I would never drive past another graveyard ever again. Bro, if I see any woman in white, bye. Nice try, ghosty. It ain't gonna be me. I would simply just bathe in holy water for the sheer fact that someone died. Real coincidental that the friend that tried to help a ghostly looking woman that faded away then dies? No, that's sketch. I would never drive by another graveyard again. If it takes me an extra 3 hours to get home, so be it. Looks like I'm spending the next 3 hours in my car, and that's totally fine with me.
Chloe, it's not my fault, not my fault. Oh my god, I don't have my seatbelt on.
I was sleeping in my room in the winter. I woke up and saw there was a weird shadow on the window from the streetlight outside. It was supposed to snow that day, and I wanted to see if there was enough to be a snow day. I opened the curtain, and instead of snow, there was a man. His torso and head looking into my bedroom. I live on the 3rd floor. Wow, that must be a really tall man. A casual 30 feet tall. Oh no. That's actual nightmare fuel. In the middle of the night, it's the way I would not be able to sleep ever again. Like just knowing there's a window in my room, and in that window I saw a torso of a man just staring into the window. Never. I would move out. Platos is actually like your neighborhood creeper who like just has a really tall ladder and was actually just looking into your bedroom being a peeping Tom. I don't know if that's better actually. I think that might be worse because that means they're a real person and can actually I don't know what's worse actually, a real person or a demon. Not me saying demon, I mean it could be a ghost. I don't know. Would you rather have a creeper or a ghosty?
None.
I was having this sleepover. Me and my friends were playing with an Ouija board. Babes, you're welcoming the worst and baddest juju ever into your life by touching an Ouija board. And I jokingly said, I don't mind if I get any attachments, because that's the perfect thing to say when you're playing with an Ouija board. But oh my gosh, y'all want to be possessed.
I said what I said.
And it was all fine. And then the next day we were playing hide and seek and I hid in a wardrobe so it was dark. And I look up into the mirror and there's this old woman staring back at me. I've never ran out of a wardrobe so fast. After that day, I've been seeing tall, dark silhouettes since. Gee, I wonder why. What happened to I don't mind any attachments. You literally said it, girl. You set yourself up for failure, and in this case, possibly demonic possession. Tisk tisk. I would need a lobotomy. Yeah, bathe in holy water right now, for real. It was in a Ouija board, and you said, y'all can attach to me. Ooh. You're bold. I used to do boarding at my school, and my school was built on top of a cemetery and was next to a cemetery. So I went downstairs for a midnight snack and saw a dark figure wearing a white dress sitting in the sofa. I don't know what to do and just stood still, but it kept looking at me. So I went back upstairs. Sometimes I could see it in the hallways. Now, why would anyone ever think building a school on top of a cemetery was a good idea? That's so disrespectful. Yeah, you deserve to be haunted. You built on top of a cemetery. That's messed up. I'm just gonna put this at that's suspicious, because genuinely, what if it was some other student just trying to mess with kids, you know? I would do that. I found out my school is built on a cemetery. I'm gonna find a white dress, sit in the couch, and freak people out. It would be a great way to pass the time. Better than doing chemistry homework, I'll tell you that.
It's true.
When I was 9 and 10 years old, we moved into a new house, and when I was home alone with my nan, I heard a little girl giggle in my ear. I am the only one who heard it. I have goosebumps. Bro, nothing freaks me out more than like children ghosts. Cause why are you laughing? If I was a ghost, I would not be giggling about anything. Another time when I was home alone with my nan and my cat was sleeping in my lap, I saw a cat walk past the hallway entrance. My nan saw it too, and we both thought it looked like my previous cat who passed away a year before. I love you too. Listen, that I would be okay with. Like, if I had to, you know, be haunted by a ghost, I'd be okay with being haunted by like my pets. Now, a dude with like a missing torso, or like a lady in white, or like a child giggling in my ear, then we're like, now we're getting creepy. That's suspicious. Whose child is giggling in my ear? Satan's child.
Be gone, fuck!
I was a very weird teen and thought going to actual haunted places was cool. One fateful day, I decided to go to a haunted 2-story house. I made an Ouija board with cardboard and a glass and a Sharpie. Girl, you lost me. You absolutely lost me. You're telling me you DIY'd an Ouija board?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I can't. I was playing until my candle went out. There was no wind. Huh, that's real weird. I got scared and started imagining people in the dark. Then I heard a whisper behind my ear of a woman. The house was abandoned because a woman herself inside. I never went to a haunted house ever again. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm scared. At least I guess you found out that your makeshift Ouija board works. So I mean, like, good on that. Everything else, yeah, I'm scared. It's the way I would like sage, cleanse, holy water, rinse and repeat, cause nope.
Okay, girl, bye. Bye.
I once wasn't subscribed to Just Sharon and she came to haunt me in a tampon costume. So true, bestie. If you're not subscribed to me, I will come and haunt you. In your dreams or in real life, I don't know. It's a surprise. Please subscribe. Thank you. I was in bed at night and I suddenly heard some noises out of nowhere. I felt shivers down my spine and I couldn't move. I had sleep paralysis, and at the corner of my bed, I saw a disfigured black head that rose higher and higher, and I felt a huge pressure on my chest and I almost couldn't breathe. It was kind of horrifying. Oh, at least it wasn't fully horrifying, and it was just kind of horrifying, because I would have lost it at the floating head and the fact that I couldn't breathe. Actual nightmare fuel. Y'all are wild. She's like, well, I'm kind of scared, but I'm shitting bricks, homie. You know what would solve this? A sleeping mask. I can't see anything if my eyes are covered. Maybe that's the answer to all of us seeing freaky things at night. You can't see if your eyes are covered.
I am the one.
Sounds kind of genius if you ask me. So it was about 3 a.m. when I woke up to my sister being up already. We were talking as sisters do at 3 a.m. when my sister's tablet started playing the Chuck E. Cheese theme song without her touching it or anything. Still creeps me out to this day. Chuck E. Cheese has a theme song? You are fine. You will be okay, boo. What do you mean you're creeped out by the Chuck E. Cheese theme song? When I saw Chucky, I was like, oh yeah, like the little freaky doll? Hell yeah. I would be freaked out too at 3 a.m. But the Chuck E. Cheese theme song? I think you're fine. I think this ghost is telling you need a day off and go have some fun with your sis. So respect. I was 7 years old. I was in my playroom at the time and my mom had just bought me a new doll. I was playing with my Barbies when I felt the urge to look over to my right. Right as I looked, the doll's arms and head moved. I ran out of there faster than ever. That's my last reason. I don't know why or how this formed, but I have such an irrational fear of like dolls. Not like a Barbie doll, but like the older looking dolls. They're just creepy, dude. Like, I always say I don't mess with the double D's, and that's demons and dolls. Those are the two scariest things. And when you put them together, that's like actually terrifying. But I've seen Toy Story. You know, and like I wouldn't be that scared of my toys coming to life. It actually seems pretty cool. Well, depending if it's my toy or a demon in it. I'm just gonna put this at that's suspicious because you know you're 7. You have a really big imagination. What if you just imagine the doll moving? At least that's what I would tell myself. I would gaslight myself into that actually. Yeah. I have goosebumps. I just think it's really messed up to possess children's toys. Anyways, it was a day like any other. My sister was laying in bed waiting for our dad when she saw a figure standing by the bathroom door. It was a ghostly figure of a woman with long black braids. The woman stared at her. My sister closed her eyes and opened them. She was still there. She closed her eyes and prayed to God. Then she was gone. Scary, right? I mean, a little bit. Well, it gets worse. Later that night, everyone was asleep except for my sister. Then something came through the doorway, stopped by her bed, bent down, and whispered something. Whispered a lullaby. Then she got up and went away. My sister went to her mom to tell her what she saw. Mom told her to draw it. So my sister did. She showed it to her mom and she said, I've seen the exact woman outside the window by the sink. And you haven't moved, Mom? Bathe in holy water right now. Douse the entire house in holy water. Everybody in the family. Mom, dad, your sister, your brother, your pets, abuela, everybody doused in holy water. Because what do you mean you've casually seen this woman peeking in through your window and did nothing? Get out! This is so creepy. So one day I was home alone watching my dogs when I heard my mom call me from outside. So naturally, I called her back asking where she was. But all she says is to just come outside. Now at this moment, I'm confused AF because I checked the entire house and she was nowhere. Not even in the driveway or garage. That's when I remember that my dad went with my mom and I didn't see his car in the driveway. So I was freaked. The thing was, it sounded exactly like my mother's voice and my dogs heard it too. They even started barking. Love you too. Yeah, bestie. Listen, some animals freak me out. Obviously, they can hear things that we can't hear. And I sometimes wonder if they can see things we can't see. There have been instances when Fluffy has just like stood in front of the wall and just stared at it. And it freaks me out because I'm like, what do you see? I would also be freaked. I'm not gonna lie, kind of nightmare fuel for me. Because what do you mean that sounded like my mom? What is out there mimicking the sounds of my loved ones? Sage, 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 sage. Bye. On top of eye mask now, permanent noise canceling headphones on. Perfect. Can't be spooked if you can't hear or see it. I was having a sleepover for the first time with my best friend. We both love scary stuff and didn't get scared easily. We were scrolling on TikTok and came across a video that talked about a game called the Midnight Man. Basically, you take a paper and write your name, then put some of your blood on a paper. Then from 12 a.m. to 3:33 a.m. you have a candle, a lighter, and some salt. You have to walk around the house and can't stay in the same place for long. If your candle blows out, you have 10 seconds to relight it. If you don't, you have to make a salt ring around you and stay there until 3:33 a.m. Basically, to sum it up, we played the game and we saw a figure walking towards us and we were hearing footsteps. We were also pretty sure we heard laughing and my best friend had a scratch on her back. Thank you. You're just as gorgeous and I'm glad you love my videos. And I also really hope you and your bestie aren't possessed because what do you mean your best friend had a scratch on her back? That would freak me out. Me saying I love spooky season and then this, I'm just like, ha ha ha, so spooky. That would be the first and the last time I ever played any game. I'm scared. When it comes to these games like Bloody Mary and like Slender Man and like Midnight Man, whatever, like I don't actually believe them, but at the same time, I'm not willing to find out. I'm not gonna play them. In the off chance that they are real, no, I'm not taking that risk. Would you? I ain't gonna risk it. Not for that biscuit. Anyways, last one. So I was in the basement with my grandma when she had to go upstairs to get something. I was a toddler at the time, but I remember it clearly. I was looking at some stuff when a little boy popped up out of thin air and there was an arrow sticking out of his back. I somehow didn't scream, but there was a puddle of blood on the floor where the boy was standing. Oh, I forgot to mention he looked like a Native American. But the creepiest part is what he said. He said, "Get out of this house or you will die." Do you think this was just a figment of my imagination? Sis, even if it was, your imagination is telling you to get out of that house or you'll die. I would get out of that house before I died. This would genuinely terrify me. Yeah, I would bathe in holy water and then I would move and I'd be like, sorry grandma, you either come with me or you're never seeing me again. Because a boy with an arrow in his back told me to get out. So I'm gonna get out and I'm especially gonna believe him because he's a Native American and they are very spiritual and that's enough for me to be like, bye. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm a little on edge, I'm not gonna lie. If you are too, or if you enjoyed this, please give this a big thumbs up. If you have a scary story that you'd like to share with us that I didn't get to share this spooky season, please do so in the comments below because that's exactly what I need to terrify myself more. It's all good. Shout out of the day goes to Life with Cam. Here's a spooky video. I hope this was spooky enough. But anyways, it's still October, guys. For the entire month of October, I'm collecting period products and donating them to a local organization called I Support the Girls Tampa Bay. And these are period products that will go to people in need in my local community, especially after Hurricane Milton and Hurricane Helene. We're in need of a lot of supplies. So we're almost at 1,000 products donated. So if you haven't donated yet, it'd be really, really cool if you did. If not, it's okay. Please send our link to someone that could donate though. It's super easy to donate. It's just an Amazon gift list. This is gonna help out so many people, and this isn't even all of them. So I want to give some quick shout outs. Thank you to Catherine Shearer. Thank you to Sarah Thacker. Thank you Elizabeth Brown. And thank you Johanna. I can't believe you've been watching my videos for 5 years. Thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate that. I can't believe we're growing together. I love that for us. Thank you guys so, so much. Again, if you would like to donate, I will leave my donation link pinned to the comment and in my description. But all that being said, I love you guys so, so much. I hope you sleep well after this. And I hope you have the greatest spooky season ever. I just hope you don't get possessed. Yeah. All right. Love ya. Bye.